Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to the Grip and Rip Baseball Products presentation. I'm glad you guys have all made time to be able to join me, and I am very excited to be welcomed into this organization. Hopefully throughout this presentation you get to know a little bit more about me, a little bit more about the leadership style and the type of qualities I can bring as not only as an asset but as a guiding force and being able to set a standard within the place. I'm very excited to join this team. It's been a long time coming because I've grown up within the baseball world for most of my life, and we'll get into the presentation. You guys get to know a little bit more about me, but this presentation will be hosted in currently where I am at in Cleveland, Ohio, but we will have offshore translators to help appeal to the people who are in need of translation. So beginning, as we see on the title page, we have a beautiful quote here from one of the great baseball players, the great Babino, Babe Ruth. And the quote reads as such: "Never let the fear of you striking out keep you from playing the game." Couldn't have been a more simple quote, but it has such a deeper meaning if you really think about it. If you take it more outside of the context of baseball and you take it more to the context of life, it's more of saying never let any obstacle, any type of adversity stop you from completing any objective that comes with inside or outside of the workplace. It's nice simple quote to live by to get it started, but we're going to be moving on to the next slide now. Now, continuing on with the presentation, I would like to give you guys a little introduction about me as a person. Me in general, just to give you a little idea who, this new guy you guys have seeing through the screen is. So my full name is Daniel William Brammer, born and raised in Youngstown, Ohio, just outside Youngstown, Ohio, but nobody really knows where Cortland, Ohio is, so the best, easiest way to say is Youngstown, an hour outside of Cleveland. 15 years of experience creating baseball equipment, doing the apparel, being able to go from being whether we're talking about the distribution of everything or if we're talking about the creating and the manufacturing, have been involved with it throughout a 15-year time period. Worked for big companies that some people might already be aware of, as in Louisville Slugger, Easton, and DeMarini. Pretty of the three big name companies within baseball products, and had great times over there, but gained a lot of experience, gained a lot of knowledge to be able to hopefully come and take over a company that was in need of a new CEO, and that's the situation we found ourselves in now. But there's two main values that personally I hold true on, and that is commitment and effort. The two values are very important to me because those are the two values that you can control through everyday life. Everyday life requires a lot of self-awareness techniques, a lot of dealing with outside forces that, as much as you try to control in your bubble, it is very difficult to remain inside your bubble. So commitment and effort are two of those things that can control no matter what you're going through or how you feel that day. Effort is end of the day, you get to choose if you're going to put in the effort. Commitment comes along with effort, because as long as you put in the effort, you put in the time, you put in the extra hours, you will show commitment. And guess what? Effort and commitment kind of leads to, a little bit of the reward. So those are the two values I hold true, mainly because those are the two values that there's a lot in this world that you cannot control. Commitment and value in anything in life are two things you can control, undoubtedly. Now, the next most important thing to understand is, what are we? We are a $50 million manufacturing service company that works in the baseball industry specifically. Whether we're working with equipment and apparel, that will be addressed later in the presentation. Corporate office is located in Cleveland, Ohio. Our service locations is in Boston, Massachusetts, and San Francisco, California, giving us the ability to cover West Coast and East Coast through two separate service locations. Beautiful. Manufacturing locations is in Shanghai, China, and Mumbai, India. Both of those manufacturing locations has worked with us for a pretty good 10 plus years, have very good sources with them, very good trust with them, and we've had very great experiences with them. Now, obviously, it's not all rose petals over here, because the current issue is there a reason I am here? There's a reason my services need to be brought to Grip and Rip Baseball Products. And from what I have came across before making this decision is that production has been above average for numerous amounts of years. Ignoring the last 3 to 5 years, production has been at an up high standard, and seeing that was very tempting to see. But then after seeing over how the last 3 years the growth has plateaued, something has happened within top level management, within lower level management, within something throughout the company, that growth has plateaued. Whether the reason is a single person, single force, or a single object, we're going to have to see about that one. But then out of all the years of this company right here, last year was the only year you guys were not able to turn a profit. Or not you guys, we. My apologies. But we were not able to turn a profit last year. Key reasons for that could be the lasting effects of the pandemic over the past 3 years, because that is exactly when we started to see the reduction in profits, started to see a plateau in growth, and that is solely what I would relate to the pandemic happening. And as we bounce back, hopefully we can continue on the uprise that the company was about 3 to 5 years ago. Rival competitors like Oakley is another reason that can be a possible reason for the plateau of growth with their new apparel line of shades, gloves, and sleeves. They have entered right into our field, and being a popular brand, they're getting their first come, first serve. But only thing is with that is we're going to see how well their qualities last and put them to the test. But the product quality issues over here have been substantial, to say the least. Product qualities, we have been getting bad and bad reviews. That is not acceptable, and that will not be something that is carried on throughout while I am in charge. Now, the resolutions to the current issues that we are suffering from, and there's only 2 of them. I have talked with former top-level managers that have been here, and we can only really come up with about 2 options, and that is employee benefit cuts and layoffs. Payroll is really the only thing that can be affected through this. There's no more money left in the budget to make up for any other costs. We have to take money out of something, and sadly it's going to have to affect the people that make this company run. Hold on. Before you turn off the camera, just take a breath. You will not be punished for your previous leader failing you. There is no reason that the people who are the reason that this company turned profits every single year, ignoring last year, that this company is the same before the pandemic hit. We were on the rise. Every single year was better than the next. And there's no reason that can't continue. I just feel that there was a new leader that needed appointed, and so did the owner, and well, that is why I'm here. Now, going along with the presentation, it's new and improved. What is going to be different? What are we going to do that's going to make it better, or get us back to what we were, or get us to new heights that we could possibly reach at some point? Transactional leader. I like to visualize. But success has occurred. That means success has been here, just as I previously stated. We have been successful. There was a point in time where we were rising up. Then we plateaued during a difficult time that seemed everybody plateaued because it was something we never went through. But then after that, last year was the first time that we didn't turn a profit. I don't see that as much of a problem, because problems only happen if they are continuous. Mistakes happen, but we are going to be held to a high standard that is going to prevent even the possibility of not only profit loss, but more of, we need to establish the meaning of why we're doing what we're doing. Without understanding the why of what you're doing, there's no point of even trying to complete a task, because you'll half-a it, pardon my French, because you don't have a meaningful purpose to complete that task. Once you develop a meaningful purpose, I promise you, any adversity that you need to overcome, as long as you have a purpose in doing what you're trying to do, I promise you, you will be okay. I love this math equation I got here is dedication plus hard work equals job security. It's quite simple. You show up to work, you bust your butt, you clock in, clock out at your required times, that's your own prerogative. Are you the guy or girl that wants to stay extra, will not leave a task unfinished? Those are the people I want. Those are the employees I want. Whether that is new people that I need to bring in, whether that can be the returning employees that I would love to have and are the same employees that have been on that steady growth and had to go through something and gain experience through a pandemic or a situation that had never happened before. I think I kind of want to keep those employees, but again, you got dedication, you got hard work, you got job security with me. There's no question about that. Product line, reduce to just equipment. We cannot keep up with everything. The pandemic hit us, and just in general, it seems like we are wasting a lot of money trying to sell equipment, or not equipment, apparel, like the sleeves, like the glove, like all of this unnecessary stuff we have seen has not been very profitable. What's profitable is the gloves we make, the bats we produce, and those are the hot sellers, and we're going to ride with the hot sellers. The new chain of command throughout this is we're going to have one department leader for the 3 departments we maintain and 2 supervisors. The chain of command goes from fellow employees, supervisor, department leader, then let me hear about it. There's no reason that bottom shelf problems should be brought to the top shelf leader. And that is not tooting on my own horn. That is just as simple as I can make it, because of the experiences that I have been shared with from the previous CEO was apparently an issue. So we're going to nip that in the bud as quick as we can. But not to end it all rough there, we're going to bring it all back. So guys, I'm here for a reason. Somebody didn't do their job, and it affected the whole company. Made someone so mad that someone had to get fired and someone had to get hired. I am here for you. At the end of the day, we're here to clock in and clock out, take care of our job, turn a profit, do what we got to do to put food on the table for our families. But I am such a family guy. I want to be a family-oriented business. We don't have to like each other, but as an athlete, and if you guys are athletes, you would be able to relate. You don't got to like each other off the field, but in between the lines, you're together. And that applies just at the workplace. When you are in the workplace, we are working for together. Because at the end of the day, we are coming after the ultimate goal. The same goal is shared in between us, that we want to bust our butts to make the best profits, to get the most raises, and to have the most vacation days. Those are the goals and aspirations that I want us to have, and the only way it's going to do that is through the equation of hard work and dedication equals job security. But again, moving on, never if. I am the biggest hater of the word if. If symbolizes the possibility of it not happening. It's not if we're going to do something when I am here. It is when. Because when establishes the fact that you are going to do it. that there's no possibility of you not being able to do it. If, I don't like that word, because if symbolizes the fact that there's a possibility that you will not be able to get that done. And that's not the mentality I want to have throughout my employees. Potential is an understatement. The potential of you guys having a profitable company all the way up till last year is phenomenal. Especially through a pandemic, you guys remain profitable, and I am excited to be a part of that. I am excited to join that. In fact, I need to stop saying you guys and start saying we. Again, sincerest of apologies. But I will leave you guys with this. One last quote. The grass is always greener on the other side. The problems that have happened through here, and I know the disgruntled you guys have been having with all of the talks of the layoffs. Probably wasn't the best idea to come at you guys with a joke. But here's the thing. I am here for you. At the end of the day, my job is to manage you and look out what's best for you and put you in the best situation to do your job at the best level you can possibly do it. End of the day, that is my goal. And that is my only job. And I will work endlessly, clock in and clock out, for you to figure out any way that I can be of service to help you in any type of manner inside the workplace or outside the workplace. But overall, I am head over heels excited to be able to join this company. And I am so grateful that you guys have picked me as a CEO. And I cannot wait to meet anybody or everybody in person. And whether it's your bedtime, whether you're about to, wake up and go, wherever you are in the world, I just want you to know I greatly appreciate your time today. And I wish you nothing but the best. Hope to see you soon.